We'll see if anyone comes to this ratchet ass live stream. Um, Probably not. I mean, I'm literally on my bed with my tripod balanced precariously. We love that for me. No. Okay, well let's get the link share so people know I'm here. We can talk about the 17 concert and anything else, cause sure. I don't know. Depending on what happens will determine how long this chat becomes. Ooh, we don't want to see all that. Blech. Ooh, that's also terrible. Terrible angles. This bed is crappy. I have low expectations that anyone will be joining me. As you can tell, the voice is gone because the concert. So basically we screamed our whole entire lungs out at the concert, and now my voice is like and my voice is like gone, and it's gonna take a while for it to get back to normal. So cool, but I still like talking, so sore throat or not, we're gonna talk. I don't know. We'll see if anyone comes to this. Cool. We're clowning. There's only one person viewing it so far. It might be me on my laptop. Who freaking knows the trouble I've seen? I don't even. So speaking of juicy stuff, I showed my mom Parasite because it's nominated for awards and stuff. I don't know what if she knew what she was getting into, because the movie is a trip and a half, but she got to see it now, so exposing her to great arts in film form. Yeah. And then oh my gosh, that's cute. I'm looking at Twitter right now because I have nothing else to do at the moment. Is it too late to do a live stream? Is that the problem? I mean, it is 9 o'clock here, so that might be late for some people. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what to do, but if I play music, I'm gonna get a copyright strike, and I don't want that. Now we have no viewers. We love that. The voice. But it looks like the Wi-Fi is working for me, so we like that. So like the first part of this live stream is literally gonna be like me talking to myself for no apparent reason and rambling. Look at I just realized there's like this humongous ass collection of BTS Tata dolls because I don't know. They just have accumulated. Like, there's so many of them. I don't think anyone has seen them all. But there's like a ton of So there's like, so this is the big pillow, which I think I smushed against my bed. So try to shape you back into shape, boo. So this is the pillow. Apparently there's two versions. One where the mouth is a little straight line, and then one where he's smiling. Hey, I'm showing off this because I have nothing else to do at the moment. But yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone has seen this. Get back in your spot, bitch. And then we have the birthday gift from Jade. She bought me this one as well as the keychain, which I'm too afraid to put on an actual keychain because what if it gets ruined? It's kind of gross out. So, you know, don't want it to get wet, so it's another stuffed animal by default. Oh, I just threw him. This is the 2018 Halloween doll. The size comparison is slightly disappointing because what? And then there's two more. This one. This is probably my favorite. It's the softest and the cutest.
You're spacing out.
I'm on the phone real quick, so that is what it is.
Oh, I'm just putting out.
I said okay. That fell. This is what happens when you put the tripod on the bed. Oh, but I thought we could also talk about 17, because that is the reason I sound like this. I got the Polaroid Photocard set, which I wasn't expecting to be this big. I thought they were gonna be regular Photocard size. These are not regular Photocard size. They're this big. It's like, I don't know. This is not like, is this a stand? I don't know. It's like a Polaroid, but not really a Polaroid. Even though the backs, they really did their details though. So you get this many. 26. 26 of them. Oh my gosh. See, oh my gosh. Who's your 17 buys? My 17 buys is Joshua. Followed by Ming Hao. And then I also have a soft spot for Wanwoo and Mingyu and Dino. And then everybody else. That's big. They won't fit in my body. Yeah, they don't fit in mine either. You probably need like the 4 pocket sleeves for these, I'm guessing. But they're cute. They're cute. Scoops was not at the concert because he hasn't been to any of them because he's still on hiatus. And then, like, 5 minutes before they opened the doors for us, they announced on their Twitter that June had cold-like symptoms, and the doctor said, you shouldn't be performing, boo. So he wasn't there either, which made me sad. But boy, you need to rest up for your health. So it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, you know. So I was a little upset, but my man's was healthy. My man's was happy. His blue hair was popping, and life was given. Oh my goodness. It was just so good. So let's just go through this really quickly. We have a Scoops. Excuse the glare. So there's 2 sets. And then there's Jungwon. Oh, Jungwon's hair was black at the concert. Joshua. No one's hair looked like this. Junith. Uh, the host, some Wanwoo, Jahoon's Woozy, Thug Hao, Ming Hao. Oh my gosh. Ming Hao was looking so good at the concert. I had to like take a few moments because they showed his face on the like screen and I was like, oh, he is so beautiful. Mingyu was being real rude at the concert. Tongue out, tongue licking lips. Mm, eyebrows on fleek. Like Mingyu was giving all the face. Thug Hao, indeed. And then we have Dogyum. Look at him looking so cute. And then Boo Sung Kwan Boo. Damn, DK is really that young? Okay. Vernon. And then Dino was the only one in this set that wasn't wearing his little outfit for the like filming of the concert photos. So boy, Zubada Dino. No, just kidding. Just kidding, boo. We love you. And then these ones have their like signature printed on them. So Scoops, the Junghan, the Joshua, who's looking like stop butchering our names like that. You know us. Do I? June. June has a big signature for such a three-letter word. June. Extra. Uh, Hoshi. Hoshi and Dino at the concert were like giving me all the life. They was like the mood makers, screeching, hollering, acting a fool. And then everybody else was like acting a fool to certain degrees, except for Woozy. Woozy was kind of just like, I'm here to perform what it is. Wanwoo. Damn, look at him. Ooh, yes, Wanwoo. Jihoon. Ming Hao. Oh, fashion icon. Ugh. Mingyu looking like don't forget about me, ho. I never. DK on it. Did you get emotional with any of the songs? Yeah, I did. I didn't cry, but I got really in the feelings. So let's see. When they first came out, I was really emotional. I was like, because this was like the first time I've ever gotten to see 17 in concert. Yeah, I would, and so that got me emotional. They performed "Getting Closer," which is not an emotional type of song, but that was I was just like, this is really happening. This is real life. Oh my gosh, we're here. And then I know people were probably like, oh my gosh, we got so emotional when listening to Smiling Flower. I mean, that song is cute and it's sentimental, but it's not one of those songs that gets me like emotional. But when they did like the throwback set, so they did Adore You and then Pretty You as well. I was like, I got caught up in the feels because that is memories to me. Because I had known of 17 back before there was 17 members, back when Newest debuted, and they were called Tempest. That's how long I've known that Pledis was trying to make this boy group. And then the plans kept getting changed, and they're like, okay, we're gonna have 17 members. It's no longer gonna be called Tempest. And the debut just kept getting pushed back and back because Pledis kept getting broker and broker. And then, so I was emotional when they performed Adore You because that is the start of 17. 2015, the year 17 debuted, I was obsessed. They were my favorite thing since like sliced bread, girl. And that's saying a lot because 2015 was the release of the Love Me Right album, which is an iconic moment in itself. But Jade knows when 17 debuted, I could not stop talking about them to save my life. And then Pretty You is my favorite title song from 17 and my favorite 17 song in general. So I got really emotional when they did that. And then they did 19, which is the OST from the drama 18. And I really love 19. That song is so good. So when they did that song for the encore, I screeched my ass off. My voice was already gone, but I screamed. I was like, oh my gosh. I knew they were going to perform 19, but I was I still wasn't like ready. You know, you think you're prepared when you're really not really prepared. There's Buson Kwambu, like, girl, it took you that long to show my photo. Sorry. Sorry, boo. And then we have some Vernon again. Ooh, Vernon. Side profile. And then Dino was like, I'm gonna wear my outfit today. Yay. So those are the photo cards. Polaroids. The things. So they did a lot of songs. I feel like my mind is going all over the place because I don't remember them performing Home. Did they perform Home? Girl, I don't think they... did they? Was she on... She's listed on the set list, but I'm not sure. I don't think they performed Home because I would have been screaming Home. Girl, ooh, I don't think they performed Home at my stop. Ooh. 17. But what did they perform? So they did little group songs, got us all excited, did some talking, showed some videos, and then they did the like unit performances. So they started off with the hip hop team, and the level of rudeness during the performances, like, you just have to be there to witness just how truly rude the hip hop team is. Like, we know they're the rudest team in 17, but just like seeing that live, that portion live, you are just like, you're not prepared because the rudeness was so off the charts. They had me hollering. I was screaming, and I was screaming a lot of crazy shit too. So they performed Trauma, the rock version. Like, it was rock instrumental and stuff, and it was good. Wonwoo, he was spitting game. He was spitting game. He was spitting game. Vernon was doing his damn thing, covering S Scoop's parts as well, you know. Girl, you get to see them sometime. You still have saw them before I did because you saw them at the K-Con. So that was something, but like the concert, that was a whole nother story. And then they performed Chili. And bitch, I lost my shit. Like, that rudeness. They was just vibing on the stage while doing Chili, being so stupid. And it was like, what? Whoa. Like, they would show the members' parts and like them on the like big screen, and you just see Mingyu talking his shit, licking his lips, making faces, and I was like, who told you you could act like that? I don't think so. It was so rude. Like, Mickey, we know you was a tall ass problem, but you needed to chill out. Like, he was really feeling himself extra hard. Vernon was grooving extra hard. Wonwoo was Wonwoo was doing a lot of shit. Ugh. Oh my god. Like, I acted a real ass fool during the hip hop team's performances. I'm sure the people next to me are like, girl, if you don't sit his ass down and stop screaming all these random ass shit. Cause I was screaming, I was like, woo, 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 woo. But then when they was doing certain stuff, I was also screaming like, rude. Oh no, you didn't. I would be like, oh hell no. Oh no. And then when Wanwu was like spitting some hot heat, I was like, boy, you better talk your shit. I was literally screaming that at the concert. I sounded so stupid, but I was literally like, talk your shit. And then after that, these like luscious white curtains fell from the ceiling. And it was the performance unit. So they started with, oh shit, that song title. Bye bye, baby, baba. What is the damn name of that song? I don't know how to pronounce the name of that song since it's been released. Lulu bye bye. That's not the name of it. Li yabai, 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 whatever. They did that one. And it was so good. Like, performance team, they killed it. They killed it. Even though it was only three of them, they still did the slay. That's my favorite performance. It was so good. They were like glowing and flowing with the outfits. It was so beautiful. And then they threw the jackets off, the flowy, billowy jackets. They threw them off. And it was, gotcha, but did it. Whisper, whisper, yeah. And I was like, yo! They did shh. And it was like, ooh, I wasn't ready. That's one of my favorite songs off of the You Made My Dawn album. So it was like, ooh, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Ooh. It was good. And then after the performance team, the vocals came out and they performed a hug and it was real cute and real cute and everyone was sounding so good. Woozy, DK, and Sungkwan gave us vocals the entire night. They was giving us notes. They was singing. And then they did the song off of the Boom Boom album. No, it's called Going 17. The Don't Listen song. It was so good. It was so good. It was so good. Girl, it was so good. The only thing I'm really confused of is they called this tour the An Ode Tour, but they only performed Happy Ending, Fear, and Hit. But then for the performance, but for the like subunit songs, they performed the subunit songs off of the You Made My Dawn album. So why is it called an ode? Is it like a prelude? Because I was a little annoyed they didn't perform 24/7, Second Life, Back It Up, you know. It was interesting. But you know, water under the bridge because the concert made up for it. It was just real cute. It was real cute. They did Good to Me. Good to Me. Oh my gosh. I was losing my shit for that because that was like, they turned on the root again. They turned on the heat. They turned on the heat. I don't remember the track list in order. That's why everything is out of place. Should we look up the track list? I have it saved somewhere. 17. Set list. Let's go. How? Ooh, that's right. I want to see the set list. Boob. Give me a photo or something. There we go. That is not the set list. That is from like 2018. Girl. Come on. I saw the set list. So why can't I find it now? Here we go. Okay. So they did Getting Closer first. That was the start. And then they switched into rock, which I was like really shocked because rock is such an old song. I mean, old by like 4 years, but still old enough. And then clap, and I was like, ooh, la, 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 Lord. Clap was good. And then they talked. And then they did Thanks, which was really good because Thanks is also one of my favorite title songs by 17. And it was just really beautiful. And they did Don't Wanna Cry, Ugo Shipchiana, and I was like, And then they did the subunit songs, and then they busted out the Can't See the End. And I was like, oh my gosh. For all of you who don't know, that is DK singing the hook, and then it's the hip hop team. So that was cute. And then they did Smiling Flower. Oh, Smiling Flower, y'all. Smiling Flower. And then they turned on their little VCR to do some talking. And then they did the throwback songs. So they did Adore You, Pretty You, and then Oh My. And it was so cute seeing Oh My. And then they showed another video. Or, yeah. Yeah, they did that. And then it was Good to Me and Happy Ending. And they're like, okay, now we're going to do our last song. So they performed Fear at the end. And then we were all like, encore, 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 encore. And then some people on the opposite side of the arena from me was like, let's start the wave. So we literally did the wave like 50 times before they were like back on stage. And it was cute though because they were like, we saw you guys doing the wave. Let's do it again. And then we did it like 3 more times. And I'm like, girl, let's. Oh. So then they did. And then, so it was 19 for the encore. They talked. And they did Hit, which was a hit. It was a hoot. And then they ended the concert with the last song, which was Aju Nice. And that was when all the chaos and madness erupted. So Aju Nice, they shot the confetti cannons, and then they kept repeating the chorus part because they just wanted to goof around. So there was streamers and confetti on the stage, and what happened was madness. So like DK was throwing confetti at Ming Hao. Ming Hao was throwing confetti in people's face. Joshua was throwing confetti in people's face. Ming Hao and DK started throwing their water on off the stage into the crowd, and I was like, damn it, bitch. I wish that could have been me. Ming Yu got his whole ass off the stage and was like right in front of the barricade of the fans. And I was like, I wish that could have been me. They even had some girl like on the thing, and they were like, sing the part. Woo, oh my gosh. Um, and then they were like, got all to the like the stage part and were like, bow, thanks. And then they came back again to sing more Aju Nice and shoot more confetti and throw more confetti and stuff confetti down Joshua's shirt from the back. And Joshua was like, not today, ho. And he was literally like, and then it ended with Mingyu taking his lovely water bottle and just flooshing it down Sung Kwan's head. And that was basically the end of the concert. And they took a photo. So that was the concert. It was real good. Like, so good. So good. And then I drove home from San Jose all the way back. And luckily there was no traffic. So it only took me an hour. But I was like, oh, this drive. I'm just glad I wasn't parked in the SAP Center. The parking was like bananas because it costs $20 to park at the actual venue. And I was like, girl, you got me kidding. I ain't parking there. And so I had looked up other places to park, and someone was like, well, you can park at the Target parking lot. Ho, that shit was like a mile away. Why would I park at the Target parking lot? Hell no. I turned down a side street and found parking on the street for free. So that's where I parked. I mean, it was like 0.4 miles away, but we lived. We lived. The girls next to me probably hated that I was their seat partner, but you know what? They had to deal with my screaming. I had to deal with that girl's big ass arm extending over into my seat. Like, I'm not a skinny bitch, right? So I fit in the seat just fine and didn't overflow. But the two girls that just had the seats next to me, girl, your arm was all up in my side. Move, ho. I'm sorry these seats is small. You're in a stadium. Sit your ass down. But like, bitch, this part is my seat. The armrest is the blockade. Don't go over it. No. Plus, they wasn't screaming. Like, her and her friend, they was just literally like, I was like, bitch, you clapping for your man's part? Get loose, ho. Get loose. Like, go sitting. They were literally like sitting, and I was standing, going like, yeah, 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 yeah. So it was like, girl, I hate it when people go to these concerts and try to be like, I'm gonna sit here and pretend I'm watching the show, watching a classical ballet. I'm here to watch the orchestra perform the hits. Yay, clap, clap, clap. I was like, girl, get loose with the concert. This is the same BS that happened at the Day 6 show in San Francisco. So I went to the Day 6 show back last year. I was screeching and hollering I was standing. These girls next to me, they were literally like, girl, the music is loud because it's a rock band. What did you expect? So, like, why are you sitting there looking all proper? Like, oh my gosh, Ming Hao just performed his part. They didn't even scream. The loudest I heard the girl next to me go, she was literally like, woo, woo. Who gonna hear that, boo? Ain't no one gonna hear that. Ain't no one gonna hear that. No one gonna hear that. Like, girl, woo, woo, I love you. When I go to these concerts, I get prepared to lose my voice. Literally, the drive down to San Jose, I played this. I had my 17 playlist on, and I I couldn't help myself. I was literally screaming in the car. I was literally screaming in the car. Some people just don't like to wild out like you. Girl, I guess. I mean, I might only get to see 17 once. I'm about to live it all the way up. I love it when I lose my voice too, because then I just have a reason to be quiet. Talk quieter, you know. I can't get my voice into like a falsetto, so I was trying to sing along to songs on the way home because I had nothing else to do. But you know how you usually like sing it like in your whisper voice. I couldn't do that. I couldn't. I was really like, yeah. That's literally how my voice goes into Zog range when I start getting loud and excited. So if I get really excited, my voice is gonna go like that. um, all in all, it was a great show. The people I stood in line with, I didn't talk to them too much, but I did talk to some of them. So there's this girl, I think she seemed like college age or maybe like end of high school age. She was with her mom, and that was really cute. And this was her mom's first ever like K-pop concert, and her mom was like so excited, which was really adorable. And it was just so funny listening to her talk because it literally sounded like she was me. So she was like, since we went to this concert, it's my first concert. I was like, let me spend some racks on the merchandise. I want it all. And then she was like, but when we got up to the merch line, they was out of sweatshirts. And I was like, damn it, all these skinny bitches is gonna be warm except for me when we waiting in line. And I was like, and then they opened up another line to let people in. So there was like our line and then another line on the other side of this barricade. And they didn't start filling up that part until like after we had been there for like an hour. And she was like, oh, why are they letting these bitches stand over here? It was just so hilarious. She was like, these skinny bitches. These bitches. She was like, these hoes. I was like, damn it. Is this gonna be me when I'm a parent? Am I gonna be talking like that when I'm a parent? It was just so hilarious. And then the other girl I stood next to, she came from Alaska. I was like, damn girl, Alaska. They don't have no K-pop concerts over there. But she made a trip out of it. She was like, I went to the LA stop. I went to the San Jose stop, and I'm going to the Seattle stop, and then I'm going home. I was like, damn girl, how much money you got to be spending on a date? Girl, like must have had some coins because that's a lot of travel, yo. That's a lot of travel. Fly Alaska Air though, I guess that's cheap enough. But so those are the people I stood next to, and I got some freebies, but they're only over here. I got a Wanwu banner, and then I got a few like fan made photo cards. Oh, I have them. They're in my wallet. Let me get. Come on, wallet. Let's not tip this over when I sit back down on the bed. Woo. Okay. So what did we get? First off, we got some money. No, we didn't. Okay. Here we go. Is that everything? Yes. So somebody was passing out derp meme photo cards. We live for that. So there we go with some woozy. Very cute, very lovely. And then someone was passing out these stickers, which were so cute. So we have the hip hop team back it up, because this was the only sticker they had left. It was adorable. Oh my gosh. And then 17 Karat USA, they had this thing where it was like, we made these fan cards, and it was like this. So you didn't know who you was gonna get. So you had to follow them on the Twitter, and then they gave you the little set, the little 2 cards. So I opened mine, and I got a Vernon, and I got DK. I was like, cool, cool, cool. I couldn't find no Joshua freebies to save my life. I was like, damn it. Even at the concert, his freebies avoid me like the plague. Long story short, I have all the 17 albums, all the versions, 30 plus albums. An ode album was the first time I pulled a Joshua card randomly. So that's the tea. But then the girl from Alaska in line, she was like, did you get those photo cards from the 17 karat? And I was like, yeah, 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 yeah. And she was like, oh my gosh, me too. Who did you get? And I was like, I got Vernon and I got DK. And she was like, oh my gosh. Because we had started talking. And I was like, my bias is Joshua. But I couldn't get nothing of his. And she was like, oh my gosh, I got Joshua's card. So we traded. So I traded my Vernon and she gave me her Josh. It's not even a real photo card, but it's like so fancy, so high quality. And but I was like shooketh when she said, "Oh my gosh, this is the first time I've ever traded a photo card with anybody." And I was like, "What? Not even online, not even through the mail, girl. Girl, you have the United Postal Service in Alaska. You part of the United States." I was like, "Damn, you never traded a photo card like that." But then I had overheard her talking to her friend because they were talking about who they usually get in the albums. She was like, "I usually get Dino." And then I heard her say, I don't trade my photo cards because I think it's just who I get is who I get. It's fate. And I'm like, I kept my mouth shut because I have strong feelings to people who say stuff like that. Most of them are peaceful people. Most of them are calm. But I have strong feelings to people who say I don't like trading my photo cards because it's fate who I get. If you don't know, the good friend Carolyn, she has a BTS video for Love Yourself Answer. And she did not get her bias Seokjin's photo cards. So she said, these cards are up for trade for Seokmin equivalents. There should have been no problem. But people in the comments were like, how could you just trade the other members like that? Oh my gosh, you should be grateful you even got photo cards in the album. I could never trade my photo cards because it's like they came to me. And I was like, oh my gosh. It's her album. She bought it with her own money. She can do with what she pleases. Come on. Just like they was upset that she was trading her 18th photo card so she could get a Hongjoon. Mind your own business. You didn't buy the albums for her. She bought the albums herself and paid for the EMS shipping, so you really shouldn't have no say. She wants her mans. Let her get her mans. Because let me tell all y'all something. The ones that have liked her videos where she showcases her full-on complete Wonho collection, how you think she got all them Wonho photo cards? Trades and buying them. She traded her photo cards so she could get Wonho's photo cards. How else did she get all of Wonho's photo cards? It wasn't by luck, boo. It wasn't by luck. So y'all hating because she traded some BTS and ATEEZ cards? How do you think she got her Wonho cards, photo card collection that you're so jealous of? Well, wait. That's what I thought. Bird. People is so stupid. I'm basically done talking about the 17 concert, but now we're going on to rant mode, I guess. Is there anything to rant about? I mean, besides photo card trading? I mean, photo card trading is such a staple. It's been around since photo cards have been here. You literally go to I think it's closed now. Shoot, it is closed now. But when the COEX was open in the cafe up the stairs from the actual store in Korea, there's the COEX store. I think they closed it though. release dates for EXO albums. Girls would go, the fans would go and buy the album at the Coex store, and then go up to the cafe and literally spread out all the photo cards. And you wouldn't even need to like hit nobody up on Twitter like, hey, let's trade it up. Bah, da, 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 do. You could literally just go up to the damn cafe after you purchase the album and find someone to trade with, and it was like boop, 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 done and done and done. So if these Korean fans are trading the photo cards, we should be able to trade our photo cards too. Okay? I met up with like 3 people in Korea via Twitter to trade photo cards from various albums. It was like, it's no big deal. Girl, you want the photo card? We gonna get the photo card. Aight? Girl, talk about. You should feel bad that you're trading the photo cards because that's who you got. Get what you get, don't throw a fit. No, bitch. I like my mans a little bit more, so I want the photo card. I rolled my eyes so damn hard. Me too, y'all. I feel like if someone wants to trade, everyone is happy because they get who they want. That's my sentiment too. It's like, you're getting your bias, they're getting their bias. What's the big deal? It's not like they said, oh my god, I got J-Hope's photo card. I hate him. I'm so fucking pissed. No. They're just like, oh, I got J-Hope's photo card. I would have liked the Jin. Let's trade. And then someone else was probably like, oh my gosh, I got Jin's photo card. I really want Hoseok. Let's find a trade. And then everyone's happy. Girl, please. I ain't gonna let nobody on YouTube try to make me feel bad for trading a photo card. That's what I know. This boob right here, Jeffrey ass. I bought the version of his Japanese album, Awaken. I got Hey-chan's photo card. Hey-chan is not my favorite, but he's not my least favorite. So I was kind of like, oh, cute, Hey-chan. And then someone messaged me on the Twitter and was like, hey, I got Jaehyun's photo card. And I'm in the US. Let's trade. I didn't even say I wanted to trade photo cards in that video, and she still hit me up. What is good? Remember that one girl who got dragged for throwing her V-Voto card on YouTube? Girl, what was this? I think I missed something. I don't remember that. I remember this other girl. Girl, there's some crazy-ass unboxers on YouTube, though. Well, past unboxers. You know her, because you've definitely seen the video. The girl who bought the Infinite Be Back album, and she opened it with one hand and literally, like, bent the whole shit trying to open the damn envelope. Whoa, could it be me? She got lots of hate for that. They were like, how could you just treat your albums like that? Because she would literally unbox the albums with one hand because she was holding the camera. And she literally would be, like, tossing them shits on the bed. Like, girl, yikes. I think it was one of the Love Yourself albums. Oh. There's like so many unboxings for Love Yourself album. We're gonna search. But yeah, some people really like to handle their albums in crazy ways. Like those Twitter videos where they're like, let's show off my so-and-so collection. Proceeds to toss every single album on the bed, hitting them hard against the other albums that are already existing on the bed. Girl, you want to show off your clout, but like, do you want to, like, dent your albums in the process? I mean, some of them shits is made out of paper, so, like, bent corners. I just find it stupid. Treat your shits with respect. You're literally like, boop, 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 toss, 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 toss. Some people just real stupid about it. Like, real stupid. Like, ooh. That's how you get down? You throwing your photo cards like that. Photo card trading will always be a rant for me because people just mind your damn business. Okay. Yeah. Speaking of people being in their feelings, I saw the photos of the protest for Chen where all one and her 10 family members decided to show up and sit for the protest. Girl. Oops, the clownery. Like, bitch, please. Bitch, please. You wasn't gonna do no numbers. You wasn't gonna do no numbers. Go home. Go home. And then I saw the photos of the fans outside of the CJM building or whatever it's called for the protesting about X1 and shit. Now that's a protest. That's a protest. The numbers was there. The numbers was there. So like, girl, yo, EXO protest was a flop, and the X1 protest was a bop. So like, like, girl. The delusional ass EXO fans that are just so upset that Chen Oppa got married and he had sex with a girl and she's pregnant. How could he do this to me? How could he do this to me? I've been his fan since the beginning. I've been a fan since like forever. How could he just betray my love like that? How could he betray our relationship? How could he mate someone? How could he marry someone? How could he do this to me? Oppa, I thought you loved me. I thought you was here for me. How could you? So I'm going to take my posters and crumple them up into balls and throw them in a big trash heap with the rest of your crappy ass merchandise. Because you mean nothing to me after all these years I've supported you blindly. You mean absolutely nothing to me. Bitch. Yo hating ass fans. Exit stage left. You know where to go. You ain't going to be missed. We not going to need you. There's no point in trying to educate you, trying to teach you what's right and what's wrong, because you're going to still think the same ass way. So we're not going to waste our breath. We're going to point at you and be like, ha ha ha, look at you, sitting on the sidelines like a clown once again. Bye, bitch. You're just a joke. You're a laughing stock. Your feelings are now no longer valid because we all think you acting stupid. That's it. You acting stupid. Just like bitches that are upset over this whole TXT debacle where they're like, oh my gosh, how can you choose that color, Shiny's color? Do you know? Okay, you can break it down to the specific codes of numbers and letters to get a color, but to the naked human eye, we really can't tell the damn difference if it was aqua green or turquoise or whatever. Yeah. I saw the video from Shawwall360 earlier today talking about it. So go to her channel because she went off and it was entertaining. But you know, like people really, y'all really upset over a damn color. This is pink, so is this. Oh my gosh! But it's like there's only so many colors in the rainbow you can choose from to be your official color. So like, well, you're gonna have to choose something if you want a color. Not everyone can be SF9 and have their official fan color be a fucking hologram. Okay. Bitches was unique with that one. This always happens. It do. If it's not, oh my gosh, you're gonna call your fan club that? That's someone else's. I mean, I get it. That's a little more specific. But a fucking color? A fucking color? No. Like, you could break the color spectrum on a computer down to literally number changes and letter changes. But at the end of the day, if you put them shits together, you're probably not gonna tell the difference. There's always something to argue about on Twitter. Twitter is peaceful if you regulate what you want to see. But if you don't, you just see all the mess and the bullshit and the cancer that's on Twitter because people like to spew a lot of shit out of their mouth talking about my group's better than yours, your group is a flop, blah, da, 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 da. Oh my gosh, support them, they're so underrated, but fuck all those mainstream groups, fuck you too. It's like all these bitches is always arguing over something. Then there was like this tweet I saw recently. It was like some mom who's an army, but her daughter's an XML. She's like, it's awkward in our household. But I heard her, I heard her blasting Black Swan, so I still have hope. And I was like, bitch, please tell me this is a comedic joke. Please tell me you're joking. Please tell me this is a full fucking joke. Because I could not take her seriously. My 12-year-old daughter's an XOL. It's a little awkward in this household. Okay. Question number one. How old are you as a mother? Question number two. The fuck? Oh, that wasn't really what she said. It was along the lines of that, but it was like, she was blasting Black Swan. So we back one. We back one, I think. Hey, girl. Yeah, we back one. Ugh, girl, bitches are so stupid. I don't want to sound like so negative, but sometimes I really dislike K-pop fans. I'm lucky that the majority of the people I follow and see on my timeline are sensible human beings, for the most part. But I I don't follow no immature bitches that like to engage in the fan wars. We don't have time for the fan wars. We cut the fan wars off. We don't do that. I have special words muted. I have stuff muted. I'm like, filter, filter, filter. We don't want to see it. Bye bye. All I have to say though, Sungyu is back from the military and he's doing his little thing. I just really want to see the army's reactions because, you know, it's time for some people. Time is ticking. Just because you're in BTS doesn't mean you're exempt from military services, and they don't want to be exempt either because they're still, at the end of the day, what? A male Korean citizen. So they gotta do what they gotta do. I don't know. I don't want to be like mean, but it's it's time to see some of these bitches get a reality check. Cause y'all hoes, some of y'all hoes act real crazy and delusional, thinking y'all group is untouchable. But girl, guess what? Guess what, sweetie? Guess what, sweets? At the end of the day, yo oppa or your dong however old you are into BTS, they is still a grown ass man. And what's a grown ass man gonna do? Grown ass man things. They gonna drink a little if they want to. They gonna smoke a little if they want to. They gonna fuck a little if they want to. And if it gets put to the lie that somebody was banging somebody in BTS, you gonna be upset and you gonna get your reality check. You gonna get a reality check. And you're gonna be like, oh no. But my oppa would never do this to me. Girl, he may have already been doing that to you. You never know. I mean, those condoms from that photo of Jen, I bet those shits was put to use. Stop. Oh, what is this turning? I'm just I'm not a BTS hater. Okay. But I'm a sensible bitch that knows I'm not gonna be with them in the end. My future doesn't consist of me going off into the sunset and marrying him. No, my future with K-pop ends with me going to a concert and buying their albums and listening to their music. They're not going to know I exist. They're not going to have to repay me for anything on a personal level because there's nothing I've done for them on a personal level except fill their pocketbooks after that money got distributed through BTS. So, I'm a sensible fan. My eyes are awake and my brain works. I am not so starstruck over Kim Taehyung that I would literally drop down on the floor and kiss the very ground he walks on and think that he's some perfect saint who doesn't touch anybody, who doesn't love on anybody, who doesn't have sexual feelings for anybody, who he's gonna date. I'm like, oh my god, no. I don't care. At the end of the day, I don't. If he wants to date, let him date. If he wants to have sex, let him have sex. If he wants to get drunk, turn up. Like, bitch, please get out of here. Like, people was really so upset that Cardi B took a photo with BTS. But didn't you hoes remember? Come Valentine's Day, V uploaded that thing of him at the Grammys going to money. Yeah. He didn't wish none of you hoes happy birthday, happy Valentine's Day. He was jamming to Cardi B's money, shmoney. I got a job. I don't got time to do all that. Nobody does. So like, be sensible. Your man's is gonna get married at the end of the day, probably, if he wants to. He's gonna have some kids if he wants to. You're not going to end up with him. We would all, in a good daydream, love to have our future be where we end up marrying a godlike person like Jaehyun or Minhyun or Kwan. But we're not going to at the end of the day. We're just not. We're not. We don't live in Korea. They're probably never going to live in the United States or anywhere else that you live. So let's be sensible here. Sensibility. 20K. Could we do it? Maybe not. Probably not. My life doesn't end when they get married or they start dating. My life continues. I still have breath in my lungs to talk my shit and be a rude ass bitch. So, life moves on. I have nobody to pay for them. They don't have anybody to pay for me. They're not over there learning our whole ass names. They'll see us in a concert and be like, hey, no, bitch. No. They don't know you. You don't own them. They're a human being. They're not a fucking object. They have functioning body parts that like to feel good. So let them do with what they want to do with. Let them lay where they want to lay. Because at somebody's night, that bed is getting kept warm. That's enough. Okay, that's enough talking about that. Where are we going with that? What are we doing? All 6 of you who's watching this are probably like, ew, you sound stupid. You sound crazy. I do sound crazy, but I'm not as crazy as some of you raggedy ass sausage fans, some of you obsessed fans who make the whole group your whole entire life. I ain't that. I spend a good chunk of my money on the K-pops, but I'm still a sensible hoe. I get my lays with people around this area. Okay. What the fuck? I did not have a drink. I did not do a little hoo-hoo or a little ooh-ooh. I didn't do none of that. But it's just talking about it. I just think it's so funny because you have to talk about it because people is literally out here being delusional. So you have to talk about it. I literally had nothing. I had some water. I had some water. I had chicken and corn cheese for dinner and then a bowl of cereal and some water. That's it. I'm just thinking about the 17 concert. That's making me really happy, but I'm also talking about other things. So I just like, hit. Yeah. Corn cheese. So, it's a Korean dish. Not native to Korea, I don't think. It's like, it's an invented thing. It's like an Americanized thing. But I've been to some Korean barbecue restaurants here and in Korea where you can order like, so you order like the meats at the all you can eat barbecue places, and then on the menu they have like the free items that you can throw in. So you get like, you get the side dishes, but then you could also like order bowls of like stews or salads. And then sometimes on the menu they have a thing called corn cheese, which is literally corn that's cooked on like a hot plate with melted cheese on it. So that's literally all it is. And you can get that at your like Korean restaurants or barbecue places. It's just a cute little side dish and it tastes really good. So yeah. So that's basically corn cheese. Um, Korean people, they don't eat cheese on like the like regular, it seems like, because you know sometimes in Asia they're kind of like not really all about the cheese, but there's like certain dishes in Korea where they like really go ham on this cheese, like putting Kraft cheese on ramen. Cheese on ramen though, girl. I didn't know that was a thing until I went to Korea, but that shit hits. That shit hits. That's really good. Um, what else? There's this dish called jimdok. It's basically braised chicken, noodles, and vegetables, and they're even sometimes they put tteokbokki in it. Um, they we got this one order of it at this restaurant, and they had like caked on the cheese on top. And then there's this other fried chicken place in Korea that was literally the stove. They put a heater on a table, and then what was on the plate was like half of the plate was chicken, and then the other half of the plate was literally just grated cheese, and then watch that shit melt, and it was so good. We love a cheese, y'all. I had the one with the chicken and cheese that was good. It's really good. Korean fried chicken, or what they say is fried chicken, is so different from what we think of as fried chicken. Like we think of some other stuff. I don't eat a lot of Korean dishes. Yeah, I know you don't. You like your bulgogi though. I see you always tearing up them bulgogi plates. You always like, I got my bulgogi plate. I always see you like that's what I always see you eating. Bulgogi plates. Speaking of which, what was that reminds me. Tomorrow I have to make my potatoes. So I went to the mall last week, and I bought this tool. It's a kitchen tool. I went to this store called Daiso, basically like like a dollar store, but for Japanese stuff and Asian goods. Um, they have this thing. It's literally one kitchen tool for one specific purpose. You can take green onions, and instead of shredding them yourself with a knife, you just literally put the thing with the blades on top of your green onion and slice it into like slivers, and you can make Korean green onion salad, which is literally green onions, gochujang, which is like the hot pepper flakes, not paste, soy sauce, sesame seed oil, sugar, and you're ready to go. So I bought a useless $1 kitchen tool that only shreds green onions. We love that for me. But I just been making snacks, like side dish Korean snacks to eat when I'm at home before I have to go to work. So green onion salad. I love my good tofu. You know, you cut up the tofu and then you put the sauce on top. That's like a Korean side dish as well. Also, I love my potato side dish. That was like one of my favorites. You get the potatoes all tender and then you put the sauce on top. It's a good one. It's a good one. I make a lot of Korean side dishes. I know how to make a lot of Korean food. Like, I know how to make bulgogi from scratch with the marinade. I know how to make tteokbokki from scratch, but that's a bitch to do, so I buy it always frozen. I can make the bean sprouts. I can make the. I know how to make kimchi from scratch. How that shit's a process, but the rewards is great. Make me some when I get to Cali. Girl, you have to get to Cali first. Like I said, you just have to pay for that plane ticket. Your rent. Girl, what rent? Your hotel is free because there's a guest room right across the hallway from me. So that's all it is. Yeah, 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 yeah. Open invitation. Yeah. What other dishes can I make? I know how to make jimdok. I also know how to make doenjang soybean stew. I also know how to make the kimchi jjigae, kimchi stew. My Korean repertoire is growing. I also know how to make kimbap. We about that kimbap life. Um, so like when I'm ready to get married, I can definitely be the stay-at-home Korean wife who literally makes the food for the family. But you better have that moolah. You better have that moolah. We ain't marrying no peasant. We're not marrying no bumpkin. We're marrying someone with some money. You don't gotta be a baller, but you gotta have some. You gotta be comfortable. Middle class at least. You don't think I ain't gonna settle for no hoe. No. I'm gonna be a home wife if they want me to. But bitch, you better be making some cheese, okay? Like, bitch, if we live in an apartment, it's gonna be nice. It's not gonna be some apartment that's real ratchet. Okay? Because I have class and I have taste. I literally told my date that didn't pay for my fucking Burger King he could take me home. That's how petty I am. Oh my gosh. You're probably like, ew, bitch, you're a hoe. No, 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 no. I just have refined tastes. I like what I like, and I'm very vocal about it. Like, why would I settle for a bitch that couldn't even pay for my damn Burger King when the past fucking week this dude took me out to get some sushi, and when I said I'm ready to pay for my half, he said, "Don't even worry about it. I got you. Let's order another roll before we go." He got to work that night. He got that work that night. He got that work that night. The guy from Burger King, he got the deuce. The guy from Burger King, after we finished eating, was like, "What you want to do now?" And I was like, "I'm ready to go home. Peace, boy. Actually, you my ride, so drop me off at my apartment and it's deuces to you." Like, no gifts, no nothing. Shoot, that burger cost $3. Ooh. Even the other person that I made out with on the beach, he came prepared with food. He brought me some duck poke and we shared it and we had moments and we walked on the beach holding hands. It was real romantic because the sun was setting and we was looking cute. Memories. So bitch, spring for a hoe's Burger King. I like not paying for things. If it's free, it's for me. Oh my gosh. So should we just talk about wild date stories? Why don't we? So I was a geography major and there was a TA who I met on Grindr. I was literally in class, bored as shit, and he was upstairs in the department. I didn't forget him on live. Girl, I know I'm on live because I see the numbers dropping. I don't care. So he was in the same building as me. I had a night class. And we was talking and we was flirting. And he was like, "Well, where are you now?" I was like, "I'm in a class right now in the geography building. But, it's almost done." He was like, "Why don't you come up to my office?" So I came up to his office. We had some talks. And then some not talks. And then we went about our day. Night. It was good, though. It was good. He was really into me. So that's always a plus. And then we met up again sometime later. And he was talking about there's this spot in San Diego where it's like the gay neighborhood. So we went there. There was this spa. And we went to the spa and it was interesting because the spa was like a raunchy porn spa. It was like kind of like, whoa. I like seeing a naked man, but I don't need to see one that's like 60 years old. What's good? YouTube tried to stop me from talking about this. I already told them this video was not for kids. This video is not for kids. None of my videos are for kids. Ugh. So we saw two men fucking in one of the rooms. And I was like, whoa. And then we went to the hot tub and no one was in the hot tub. There was really not many people there because it was like a weekend and no one was there on the day. And then we saw this old man jerking it in front of a TV. And I was like, whoa. Gotta go. Um, so then we went to a Thai food restaurant, and he paid for my food. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then I met him again because he helps me on one of my projects for class because I was literally fucking stupid and didn't know what to do. So he literally did the whole thing for me. And I was like, oh my gosh, I feel really bad about this. Let me buy you a burger. Let me buy you food. So I bought him a meal because I was like, thank you so much. You literally saved my ass from failing the class. And girl, you know I can't retake it because bitch, I'm trying to graduate. I'm trying to go. So he literally helped my ass out. My nose is running. Excuse me. Ugh. Every time I talk on camera, I always get stuffed up. It's like a weird symptom. Like, bitch, I'm not nervous, but why am I stuffed up? I don't even have a cold. Too much coke. No. So he helped me on my projects, and because of him, I didn't fail the class, and I repaid him. And then we just hung out sometimes. He was fun to hang out with, and stuff is good. So that was story number one. There's another TA in the geography department. He actually was a member of a club that I was a part of that was related to Korean, like K-pop and culture and shit. And he went to Korea. He studied abroad or whatever. And then all of a sudden I get this like Snapchat notification from some guy who wanted to talk to me. And I was like, who the hell is this? And then he was like, wait, you know me. And I was like, bitch, no, I don't. I don't know nobody. Who? Who? Because, like, I was, like, a senior at this point in college. My hoe days were really gone. I wasn't going on dates with 4 people in a span of a weekend. That was sophomore, Alex. I'm a senior now. Plus, I couldn't find nobody. But, he was like, you know me. And I was like, do I? Do I really? And then he was like, yeah. And then he told me who he was, and I was like, bitch, the fuck? Oh, shit. We have been talking for a while, like months, years. And then, so we met up, and he bought me some things, and he was like, well, you said you wanted to try it, so I bought it, and you can keep it because it's really for you. And I was like, yeah. Yeah, we live for that. We love a freebie. We love a freebie. I can't just spell all the information because you're probably gonna be like, that's too much information. So I'm just gonna tell you he bought me some goods. Some goods. Nothing illegal though. No drugs. And then my favorite stories is of the Korean exchange student who went to the other college in the area. The one for the more smarty people because it was actually not a state school. Um, girl, okay. So he hit me up and was like, 안녕하세요. 한국어도 알아요? And I was like, girl. I was like, 안녕하세요. 한국어도 잘 못해요. So I was like, no, I don't really speak Korean that well, but I can keep a little bit. So we talked, and then he was like, where you be? So I gave him the location, and he picked me up in his little rental SUV type of sitch, and then we just... Let's just say that bitch showed me a few things. He showed me a few things that I didn't know I needed. That reminds me of this like video I saw on Twitter that was like, oh my gosh, yo. Ah. We're gonna call this "Let's Talk About Some Stuff and Let's Talk About Some Sex." I guess that's what this live stream really should have been called. Woo, we've so diverged from K-pop at this point. Is this a comedic show? Yeah, I guess this is a comedic show. He showed me some things I didn't know was good. Some of this, some of that. I was like, ay, 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 ay. Damn it, that bitch was cute. I saw him 2 times. 2 times. Oh, we never gonna forget this story though. This hoe ass man, he started chatting a bitch chat. And we made plans to meet. He picked me up and we went to his apartment. I thought, what was cool? Right. Wow. We finished doing what we needed to do. And then he was like, let me clean up this spot before my girlfriend gets home. And I was like, you said, huh? You said what? Your girl what? I was like, bitch, you turned me into the hoe? You turned me into a side bitch? You turned me into a hoe, nigga? I was so pissed. I was like, oh my. You was on a gay app finding mans to hook up with, but you had a whole ass girlfriend that could have done the same thing to you? What is you doing? What? I was like, ugh, this bitch. How fucking dare you? Oh my god. It's always the cute ones that try to post some shit like that because they think they can get away with it. Fuck you, motherfucker. No, no, no. Then there was another time, this guy, he gave massages. I mean, it was pretty legit because he had like his whole ass massage table and everything. But he was like, I give massages. Do you want one? And I was like, no, I'm good. And then eventually I was like, I changed my mind. What it do? So he picked me up from my apartment. Hey girl, we talking about some real raunchy shit. So E but anyways, he drove me back to his place and his shit was lit, candles lit, and massage table was ready. And I was like, girl, I never been to no home massage, but okay, do your thing. I mean, I've seen stuff advertised on these apps. It was like, I give massages. And I was like, okay. Speaking of this, I saw this website. There's this guy in Korea. I don't know what he think he's doing because literally he was soliciting sex, but he was like, I can give massages. This is the price rates. This is the price rate if you want me to you off. And I was like, you just announced it on online? I thought that was illegal. Okay, smell your mouth. I mean, he was cute, but like, maybe not $100 cute, but anyways, girl, ooh. So I felt really bad that that guy literally after everything happened told me, let me clean this up because my girlfriend's gonna be home. It was fuck you all day. Bitches, man. Who do some shit like that? That's really what I was thinking. Like, oh my gosh, I'm now the hoe. I know I'm a hoe, but I'm a hoe that's free. How could you do this to me? I'm just some innocent college person trying to live life, and you had to do me dirty. You did me so dirty. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. And then there was my infamous summer boyfriend. I came back home for summer and it was just romantic times, romantic days. So we met. We met like the day before my birthday party. Right. And he lives far away. It was like, he lives like over an hour away because it's kind of far. But I was like, okay, well, let's meet in the middle. So we met in the middle. We met in Napa. Um, so we met in Napa. And he didn't know that there was like some little pre-summer festival going on. So it was like really bitchy crowded out there. And then he was like, okay, well, meet me at this place. So I was there and I was waiting. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm nervous. What if he doesn't like me? What's going to happen? Oh my gosh. He showed up. And he was like, this place is kind of crowded. You have to walk around somewhere else. So he drove us to like the next town over. And then we walked around. And it was like perfect weather. And we was talking. And then he was like, can I hold your hand? And I was like, of course you can hold my hand. Oh my God. So we held hands and we walked and talked. And then we went to see a movie. And it was a magical moment. And then I had work because I was working as a summer camp counselor. That was that summer. And my mom went to Peru. So that was that as well. So she was gone for like 3 weeks or something. So he was like, hey, my work. So he worked not where he lived, but he worked closer to where I lived. So I was literally like, well, I'm literally home alone, house sitting. So you could spend the weekend if you want to or whatever. So he drove to my place on a Friday, and then we made plans, and he was like, let's go to San Francisco. So we went to San Francisco, and we had dinner there, and we walked around the like Castro area, which is the gay area. And it was so good. It was so fun. And then we and then we like drove around some more and held hands and just had a lot of fun together. And then he stayed the night and he didn't go home until Sunday. So it was literally like so beautiful. And then the next weekend, and we made more plans to see each other. And I was like, well, you drove down here, so it's only fair that I drive to your place. So I drove to where he lived, and we spent the weekend together there. And it was so lovely. We went to the beach and walked around on the beach. We went to some party, and it was the best summer of my life by a long shot. Because that was literally like the only time I've had a boyfriend. One that was so into me, and I was so into him. It's one of those short-lived summer romances that leaves a bitch like real reminiscent. So that was the summer boo. Ah, man, he was cute. I was into it. Like, there's certain things I don't want to do, but I was like low key like, I'll do them with you. Ooh, ooh. Oh, oh my gosh. I don't like talking about that stuff because it's like, girl, I'm a sappy hoe. I'm not a bad bitch when I'm a sappy hoe. Right? So that was like the romance. That was the romance. Just like I remember after I graduated college, I mean, after I graduated high school, I was 18 before I graduated. Um, we love the duality. Girl, we do. So after I graduated high school, that's when I started using these apps to like talk to people and meet people. So this one guy hit me up and I was like, well, I guess I could come spend the day with you. And so I did. And it was okay. I mean, it wasn't bad. It wasn't amazing. But he was cute. And he was really nervous. Because he was like, I want to hold your hand. Because we was like walking. We walked around the mall. And then we walked around like downtown area. And he told me like, the whole time we were at the mall, I was so nervous because I wanted to hold your hand, but I didn't know if you wanted to hold my back. And I was like, bitch, here's my hand. Take it. Yeah, so he was a first for some things. Yeah. I mean, we only saw each other once. Um, he was a little too clingy for me, like a little too clingy. Like I like to be clung, but I also need my space. You know, I need my space. So that was that one. I never had a boyfriend in college. I never even flirted with nobody in college. Oh wait, hey, I did flirt with somebody in college. So freshman year, spring semester, I was in band, being my little music major self before I switched to geography. So I was in the symphonic bands. And then he was like, the band teacher was like, well, let's do like a wind ensemble type thing where we take some of you guys from symphonic band that's a little more advanced than the majority of the band and do like another few songs for the concerts. So we did that. And the flute player who sat next to me during those rehearsals was so cute. He was so cute. I was like, oh my gosh, you sitting next to me. You the cute one. And I didn't think he knew my name because I didn't talk to nobody in the band because I had no friends. But then one day we grouped off into sectionals and they were like, you can just join the flutes because you're the only oboist. And I was like, okay, cool. So I joined the flutes. And then the girl that was in charge of the sectional, she was like, okay, everybody, we need to be quiet because this part is Alex. He plays this part, and we're just accompaniment. So let's, and then, blah, 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 blah. But she was like, so you're the only one that plays it. She hadn't said my name yet. And I was like, yeah, I'm the only one that plays it. And he was like, go, Alex. And I was like, and then afterwards, I like gathered up my courage and I was like, what's your name? And he was like, oh, blah, da, 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 da. And then there was another, after rehearsal one time, I was like, hey, would it be okay if we exchanged numbers? And he was like, yeah, sure. So we exchanged numbers. And then another time, I don't know what I was thinking. I hung out after class and I literally snuck him when he was alone. I was like, I think you're cute and I like you. And he was like, yeah, okay. And then I ran away because I was like, oh my God, that was not the answer I was hoping for. And then he texted me later and he was like, I don't feel the same way. And I was like, cool, I got to figure that out. Thank you. So that was the only time I really confessed feelings for somebody. And I was like, no, 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 no. So now I don't confess feelings to nobody. You have to confess the feelings to me first, okay? Ice cold heart right here. That was an embarrassing moment in my life, but oh well. All for the memories. Just like the other time I dreamed of hooking up with my roommate. He was a fuck boy, but damn it, that bitch was cute. And I was like, oh, I can't believe it. I hate your ass, but damn it, bitch, you was cute as shit. I felt really nasty afterwards. I was like, oh, no. Then we're gonna talk about the Korea stories. I think I'm gonna talk about the Korea stories and then I'm gonna go. There's some good stories to tell with the Korea stories. Y'all, you better get ready. You better get ready for this. We're gonna talk about like the fun stuff and like the other stuff too. So, before I went to Korea, I went to Japan with the family, my sister and my mother. And we went to Tokyo first. And then we took the train down to Kyoto. And the hotel we were in, I was on Wi-Fi. Someone texted me on one of these apps. I don't know how they got my number, my username. But they was like, hey. And I was like, who this though? And he was like, you're cute. Why don't we meet up? Let's hang out. So I was like, sure, cool beans. So I was like to my mom and my sister, I was like, I'm gonna take a walk. See y'all later. So I literally walked down the street to his apartment building. I got there. He was like 5'4", 5'5", or whatever. I'm not the tallest child, but I'm 5'8" and some quarters. But he was cute, and he was like, "It's hot outside." And I was like, "Yeah, it is." I was feeling real sweaty and gross, so I was like, "Can I like use your bathroom?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure." So he let me take a shower there. And then after I got out of the shower, he was on his little bed futon situation, his little one-room apartment. And we talked. And then we didn't talk. And he was like skinny boy abs because he was like really fucking skinny. But like, you know when you're like so damn skinny, your muscles just show? Ooh, girl, I felt it on some abs. So it was just like, I was like, yes. So that was Japan. And then we moved to Korea for the semester abroad. So my roommate, when we first got there, I moved in. He was already there. He was already unpacking. I was like so shy, so out of my element, because I'm always shy when I meet new people. Shocker from how you see me act on camera. But I am. So he was like, hi. And I looked over at his stuff and I was literally just like, hi. And then I proceeded to unpack my things and not say a word to him, not even acknowledge his existence. And he later told me his first thoughts about me were, I thought they were supposed to pair us up with exchange students only, but I'm getting roomed with a real Korean student instead. He thought I was like a Korean student, like I was a full on Korean student. I was like, ha, jokes, man. But he was like, I'm meeting some friends that I met yesterday. Do you want to come eat with us? Do you want to come meet them? And I was like, still in my like, ooh, I'm really nervous. So I was like, okay. I literally responded to him and was like, okay. So we went there. And we got talking to them. And then they were like, hey, we're going to go eat with some more friends that we made yesterday. Do you want to come with us? And I was like, sure. So everyone thought that I really wasn't going to hang out with them. Everyone thought I was just like some weird ass Korean student that my roommate latched onto or something. And I was like, my bad. He quickly found out I was not a Korean exchange student when he heard me bump into some Sierra when he was in the shower. That's how he found out that I was not a Korean exchange student. He was like, I heard you bump into some Sierra. And I was like, yo, yes, Sierra, this beat is automatic. Yay. And then we met some more friends, and there was this really cute one. And we just spent so much time together that there was this rumor going around among the exchange students. Like the exchange students, we didn't know everybody because there was like, a lot of us, but we kind of like knew the gist of people. So I was always hanging around my friend. We was walking and always talking. That there was a rumor that started in like the first month of us being exchange students there. They were like, oh, you know him? Yeah, he's dating him. They're like, those two are dating. And I was like, I did not know about none of this. But my friend had told me this. She was like, yeah, I overheard the French exchange students one time talking in the lounge. And they were like, those two are dating. And I was like, bitch, we're dating? No, we're not. We were friends only. It was just a weird ass time there because my roommate made friends with these Chinese students. And then one of the Chinese girls was like, she messaged my roommate and was like, bring your roommate again next time. He was cute. I want to know him more. And I was like, and then other Chinese exchange students were also hitting him up like, who's that guy you're walking around with all the time? So I was like, damn it, bitch. Why can't someone approach me to talk to me about it? I'm approachable. Not really. Usually if I wasn't smiling with my friends, I was literally walking around like, you know. Um, and then I dyed my hair a beautiful dark red color. It was popping. And then that was when I started hanging out at the basketball courts because my roommate and then my other friend's roommate, they always liked to play basketball with another one of our friends. So they were always down there on the court playing basketball. And I was just sitting off to the sidelines, usually talking to the person that everyone thought I was dating. We would just talk. And then they were playing games with like the Korean students. And then one day I didn't show up to the fucking basketball court because I think we went to McDonald's instead. And one of the Korean guys approached my roommate and was like, who's the guy with the red hair? And he was like, oh, that's my roommate. And the guy was like, oh, he was cute. He's cute. And then my roommate was like, oh, oh, ho, 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 oh, ho. He was like, would you take him out on a date? And the Korean guy was like, yeah. But nothing ever happened because he never saw me again. So I was like, clownery. I could have had me a Korean namja chingu, but I missed the opportunity. If only I decided to freeze my butt out there instead of stuffing my ass with chicken nuggets. I could have maybe had a little flang up in the Korea thing, but we missed it because we're clownery. We're clowns. It was tragic because I was looking real good. My hair was laid. My purple sweater popped with my hair. My skin had become like a shade lighter because I was usually all inside and stuff. So I was looking real good. I was looking real good. My glasses was like trendy. My haircut was like the Korean trendy 2-block cut or whatever. So I was living my best life. I was looking good and I was feeling good. And some Korean guy noticed it and he wanted to holla holla and I missed the mark. Opportunities, y'all. And then there's another time that I got really drunk at the bar with all of our friends. And we had some Korean exchange student friends there too that were Cool. They was cool. They was down with the crew. But I got really drunk and like super drunk. And when I got super drunk, I started saying really stupid things. Literally, I would go on the street and yell at hot Korean men and be like, "Hi, do you want to suck? Do you want to get your dick sucked?" I literally do that because I was drunk out of my mind. They were like, we would be sitting, and these and cute guys would walk past, and I'd be like, "Hi, you want to get your dick sucked?" Because that was what Cardi B said in Love and Hip Hop. That was an episode of Love and Hip Hop. She was on the beach, and she was like, "Hi," to some white boys. So I said that, and then we were at the bar, and I was drunk off my ass. And I asked one of the Korean men's that was our friend, I was like, "Are you SF?" And he was like, "What is that?" And I was like, "SF? That's not a real word." But I was like, "It means, are you sexually frustrated?" And he was like, "What?" I was like, "If you're sexually frustrated, I can easily help you out." And everyone was like, and I was like, "Huh." And he was like, "Thanks for the offer, but I'm good right now." And I was like, "Oh, well, you're missing out." I was like really drunk because then I was like, "Well, you're missing out because, I can do really good things." And it was like, "Bitch, stop, shut up." The next day I felt like shit. He messaged me and was like, "Are you okay? You had a lot to drink." And I was like, "Uh-oh." And then my friend, who was also in the group chat, was like, "The real question is, are you okay?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." He was like, "Your question took me off guard, but it was kind of funny. And now I know a new word." So that literally became the trend among our friends. We'd be like, "Oh, when anyone was acting stupid, we would all just be like, 'Oh, he's just SF. Oh, she's just SF." Oh my God. But I was really drunk that night, so blame it on the alcohol. Cause then I literally remember I talked to some like French exchange student and I literally was like, "Are you SF?" Cause I thought he was cute too, but he was like, "No, I'm not." And I was like, "Oh, you weren't that cute then anyway." Bye. Um. So, yeah, SF. Yeah, SF. Are you sexually frustrated? Cause I can help you with it. I was really ratchet in Korea. I was emotional drunk. I fucking slammed my pinky into the door the first day of classes. That's what happens when you drink a whole ass bottle of soju and then half of the bottle is someone else's. Like, girl, that was a mess. And then me and my friend would literally be looking out the windows of our dorm room trying to see if we could see people fucking because one of our friends had saw two guys in the dorms across the way having sex. And we were like, "What? We want to see people having sex too." So we would always be like, when we didn't have nothing to do, we would literally be in my room or his room looking out the window trying to be like, "Is anyone fucking? Is anyone fucking?" We couldn't find nobody fucking. The most we found was some guy that was just changing. And we weren't even that close. We couldn't see a good view. And then there was another time we saw another guy changing. We were on the staircase and we were like looking, and then we saw someone changing, and our bird asses literally ran up the next flight of stairs so we could get a better look. Korea. Korea was like the best experience out of all my college experiences. I had so much fun. I made great friends. I made some enemies. I talked some shit about some Korea boo ass bitches. Girl, your hair was looking like Sailor Neptune on a bad day. She was looking tragic. She came to Korea with some turquoise hair and a big ass tote bag with V's face on it. Ooh, you how. And she was just like real bird ass. She was real birdie. We was watching the Mama Awards on TV and literally she was like, "That's my boy." And I was like, "You're an embarrassment. You're a joke. Go back home. Home, home." I put that shit on my Instagram. My Instagram, you can't see the stories unless you follow me. Somehow, this bitch found out I could talk shit about her on my Instagram story. Because she got in trouble for posting some slick shit on her Facebook, which her Facebook profile was all the way public. And she was saying some slick shit about my friend who was her roommate. That was like, it's only a few days left for the semester, but how to get away with murder. So we like reported her, and then when she was getting the heat for talking that bullshit, she wanted to bring my name. So she's like, well, you know what? People talk shit about me too. Alex said blah da 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 da. Girl, wrong mistake. Because guess you know who was interviewing you, questioning you about your bullshit? It was a friend of one of my good friends in Korea. So guess what? They didn't do nothing because they didn't like you neither. So while you got in trouble, I got off the hook because bitch. But then I also had to question which one of my snake ass followers told that bitch. And if I ever found out, because I think I do know who it was, because you a little hoe. The verbal cussage will be real. Okay. So I think that's all the Korea stories. I had some hookups, but you know, one of them was very lackluster. We went to a love motel. The Ajumma behind the fucking glass was like, here's your room key. And I was like, you're okay, cool. You didn't even blink an eye that two men just walked into your love hotel. So thumbs up for open-mindedness, or maybe you're just really in the closet. You're just really homophobic, but you're good at hiding it because a business is a business. But she's like, this is your room. Enjoy. And I was like, superb. We went in the we rented the room for 2 hours. 2 hours too long. Ooh, I don't want no 1 minute man. I don't want no 1 minute man. Break me off. Show me what you got. Cause I don't want no 1 minute man. Bitch, 1 minute was right. He was talking about, well, you know. Cause I was like, we rented this room for 2 hours? What are we supposed to do in these 2 hours? And he was like, well, you could do it again. And I was like, we could do what? We could do it again. We could do it again. We could do it again. No. He was like, but what about dinner? I was gonna take you out to dinner. And I was like, I'm good. I literally looked at him after I got out of the bathroom. I was literally like, I'm good. And I was like, peace, bitch. So I literally left his ass in the hotel. The woman saw me walking out, and I was just like, bitch, he's by himself now. But I was like, I was really upset. I was like, 1 minute, man. Oh, like I know I'm good, but I'm not that good. Shit. Talking about, wait, stop. It's gonna happen too soon. What the fuck? Nah. So I was upset because I literally spent 20 minutes on the damn subway system navigating to the meetup point, and you lasted only 1 minute. So I was upset and I was feeling some other way. So I literally took the subway, went to Myeongdong, bought me some albums, went back home, talked to my friends, had a good story to tell, and that's where I'm telling you now. Bitches, promises don't mean shit, because I'm not a trick. I mean, I would have liked the free dinner, but bitch, yo, 2 hours in there for some bullshit. No. I left his ass there. And he didn't even speak Korean. So he was like, this was the other awkward part. So we got to the Love Motel. He was clearly a foreigner. He was on like a little business trip. And he was like, I don't speak Korean. And I was like, bitch, of course you fucking don't. You don't know shit. So I had to talk to the lady myself. And she was like, how many hours do you want the room for? And I was like, I guess 2. And she was like, nah. Do she? And I was like, yeah. Cool, cool, cool. And then she was like, here's the price. 20,000 won. And I was like, give her the card. So he paid for it, but I literally had to do all the talking. And I was like, thanks a lot, bitch. I had to do all the talking. Ah! Fun times. Then the other time I met up with some dude in Korea, he picked me up at the subway station on his motorbike. And I got to hold him real tight as he moved through them streets to his place. And I was like, yay, we love that. $20. Yeah, it was 10,000 won an hour. These love motels, some of them is cheap, some of them ain't. Yeah, that's what it is. Ooh, yeah. Want to talk about some other good produce? Korean shit, real quick. Y'all that have watched Produce X 101, if you remember the Drama Rama team, the guy that was like so obsessed because he got to perform Drama Rama, but his face looked like a pit bull. The leader of that team, Osebum, who, by the way, released a single called Ty. Oh, damn, that bitch is a tall ass glass of water. We, one day, we're at Hongdae on the Friday night, as we do, and always on the weekends and at nighttime, different little dance groups like to come out and do their thing on the streets, buska buska. We so happened to see Maxim before we even knew who the fuck they were. I was just like, hot guy, I must watch. And then after their little performance, they were taking photos of all the fans. So I finagled my ass into the group and I was like, hey, picture. So I took a picture with Osebum and he was kind of like, ugh, this bitch wants a picture with me. He was kind of like, you're not a girl. Why do I gotta take a picture with you? But he took a picture with me. And then his two other friends who were not cute, well, like they were cute, but they were not his level of fine wine. I was like, damn it, well, okay. I'll take a picture with you too. So I took a picture with Blondie. And his skin was really bad. So I was like, ugh. My skin ain't great. Neither, but my skin was better than yours. But I took a picture with Blondie. And he was real into it. He was like, oh, he held my phone and took the photo. And then he was like, wait, let's take another photo. So he took two photos. And then I talked to the guy that had the sweatbands on his head. He was cute and he was smiling. And he was like, he was like, do you want to take a photo with me? And I was like, yes, I do. So he took a photo with me too. And then he was like, wait, let's take another one as well. So I was like, yay. So, Sabum, the popular hoe, you were only good for one photo. But bitch, I got to meet you before you got to be on Produce X. So I met a celebrity. And then there was the other time at Myeongdong, we was leaving to go on the subway. And guess who was doing a little street show? Rains. There were another produce group. They released the song Juliet and then Turn It Up. And then they disbanded out of nowhere. And I was like, oh, you never said you was disbanding? But you just disbanded? Okay. Does do that like that. Okay. Great. No. So I got to see them. I didn't get to talk to them because they were so far away from me and I was in the back. But I saw Rains on the street. Real cute, real cute, real cute. And then we went to the palace, right? We went to the Gyeongbuk, something palace. The like main palace in Korea. This little group of boys, well, not boys, but not like real old ass men, but they were like our age. They was walking around, and one of them was wearing a dress because they thought it was a cute little gag. So I was like, I had saw them once, and then they came our direction again, and I was like, Hajima. Well, I didn't say that. I was like, yo, uh, um, it's funny that you're wearing a dress. I said it all in Korean, which I don't remember what I said at the time, but I was like, Sajin Jigoyo. So then they were like, cool. So then I was like, okay, well, gave my phone to my friend. And then I set off to the very end. And they were like, no. They're like, stand in the middle. So I stood in the middle, right next to the guy wearing the dress. And it was so hilarious because I was like, cool, thanks. Yeah. So I got to take a picture with some random guys because one of them was wearing a dress and I was into that. Just like we went to some random ass street market and some guy was wearing like 20 bras on top of his head. He was like this weird ass man that was like a vendor or whatever. And I was like, what the fuck? It was weird. But I was like, when else in Korea am I going to see some guy with 20 bras on his head as a hat? So I was like, picture. Korea was good times. I cussed at an old man on the subway because his ass was trying me. I know, they're like, respect your elders, especially over there in Korea. They're like, respect your motherfucking elders. But he was talking all that bullshit, talking about, you know why there's all those fires in California? Because of the gays. God sent the lightning because of the gays. The fires are because of the gays. As soon as he said that, I literally walked away from my group of friends. I was like, yeah. And then when it was time to go, yeah, that guy. We were getting off the subway. I literally turned to him and I was like, the fires are an act of God, you piece of shit. And then we left. But I was pissed. I was like, really, you motherfucker? You might be 40 years older than me, but you can still get this work. You can still get this. Yeah. Like, bitch, don't be talking that bullshit. Never that. What else happened in Korea that is a juicy story that I can tell you real quick? Oh, my roommate got fired from the scholarship job on some complete BS because the guy in charge of it dropped the ball. My roommate got sick, like really sick. So he had to miss work. And the guy in charge was like, cool, we got you. No, bitch, they really didn't. Because he said everything was gonna be fine. When my roommate got back to being healthy, he went down to the job and they were like, you're fired because you didn't show up to work. And he was like, but I told so-and-so that I got sick. And they were like, who? And then he was like, you never told me nothing. I wasn't there, but everyone thought it was complete and utter BS that he got fired for no fucking reason because of a fucking mistake. And I was really fucking pissed. I was like, you're not about to play my roommate like that. That's some shit you don't do. You really? Yeah. And I found out that little hoe is from San Francisco. San Francisco. And I was like, okay. So I was really drunk. Once again, I was drunk. And at the bar, I was so fucking mad. I was like, if I see that bitch in San Francisco and he says hi to me, I'm socking him on sight. I was like, I'm punching that bitch. I'm squaring up. Square up. I'm not giving you no warning, huh? I'm taking off on you. I'm taking off on that ass. If I see you, I'm going on your on your dome. I'm going cracking on that ace. I was like, I'm gonna beat that bitch up. I'm gonna fuck that bitch up. And he gonna be like, what did I ever do to you, Alex? And I'm like, this for my roommate, you motherfucking hoe. So I was like, it's on site. And then we went back to the dorm and and we was sitting in front of the TV trying to calm down, trying to be cute, trying to be civil. And then we saw his little rat roach ass scurrying across the way. And he was acting like he didn't see us sitting there, like he didn't see my roommate that he got fucking fired because of your negligent bullshit ass. And I saw him, and he didn't pay us no dust. So that pissed me off. I was like, oh, he just gonna walk by, and he ain't gonna acknowledge? He ain't gonna say no shit? He ain't gonna do nothing? So I was like, what it is? I was like, rah-ta-ta-ta-ta, rah-rah reptar. I got up from my seat, and I was about ready to chase that hoe down and get to work. I was like, this bitch ain't about to be doing that. He ain't about to be walking past like he ain't do some bullshit. And I was like, calm down. They had to like hold my back. It was like, pull me back. Don't hold me back. Security. I was pissed. I was like, this bitch ain't about to do it. So I was like, on guard. If I see him in these streets in San Francisco, I'm taking off. If I ever visit y'all when y'all is back in the States at San Francisco State, I am going to fuck him up. I was like, that is on site. Period. I was really upset. And all that rage quickly turned into tears of sadness. After I like calmed down a little and I like started thinking about it, all of a sudden everyone was like kind of like talking amongst themselves, and I literally was just like started crying my eyes out, and everyone was like, what is going on with you now? And I was like, it's really thought that you got fired, man. I was like, how could they just fire you? You needed the money. I was like, you needed the job because your FAFSA wasn't working right because the ran off with your fucking FAFSA money. So it's like, you needed the job, yo. You needed the fucking job, yo, because it was sitting in your dorm room miserable. I'm like, it's not right. It's not fair to you. So I was literally bawling my eyes out, and everyone was like, girl, yo, chill. And my roommate was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. It's like, he's like, don't cry about it. And I was like literally clinging to him. I was like, it's not right, man. It's not fucking right. It's not right. Okay, last story, and then I'm really out of here because we've been on for over an hour. I wasn't drunk. This was one of those nights where I was completely sober. And that's 100% facts. Me, my roommate, and my friend that everyone thought I was dating. We had a nice time at the samgyeopsal, at the barbecue, stuffing our fat ass faces. And we then met up with our other friends and sat by the pond on Chungang campus, Chungang Dehakyo. And we was talking and just having a good old time. And I was not drinking. I was like, I'm gonna get a soda. So we was there. And then another subset of our friends came walking. And then they sat off on like a bench off to the side. And everyone was like, well, let's just move over there. So me and my friend and roommate were like the last people to like walk over to that section. And we were like, hey, hi. Because they're like, we didn't see you guys all day. And they're like, yay, 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 yay. And then one of the guys, he was like, Alex. And I was like, because I was like not really friends with him, but I was like, we're acquaintances. We're cool. Cool. I'm more close with your other friends than you because I barely see you, but cool. So this was like second or so month. We were in like first month in Korea. But he was really drunk. And at the time, I kind of knew he was really drunk, but I didn't think anything was gonna happen. But he was like, Alex. And I was like, yeah. He stood up. His ass is like 6 foot. So he towered over me because I'm only 5'8" and some quarters. And he was like, he came at me full force and was like, and then just proceeded to attack my lips. And everyone was like, what the fuck? Everyone was like, what the shit? Oh my God, what is going on? And I was shook. I was like, what is going on? So I was like, oh my God, push away, don't touch me. And then they pulled him back, and someone was like, get him some water, he needs some milk. They're like, get him water. So then some of our friends left to get him water, and he was sitting down, and we were like, what the fuck was that for, man? And I was still standing there because I was shook. I was like, what is going on? What the fuck? What just happened? What just happened? And then he got up again and proceeded to attack my lips again. And I was like, what is going on? And I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And then my roommate and friend just ditched me there with him and the other people that were still there. My roommate and friend just left. I turned around and all of a sudden, bitches was ghosts. And I was like, these motherfuckers really left me. So then I was like, okay, so I was like, okay, I'm good tonight. So I was like, I'm going to leave. I'm going to go. So me and one of our friends decided to start walking away from the pond. And then all we heard was, no. And we barely had left that area. We saw his ass running. Running, motherfucker, running. Next thing I knew, I was falling on the ground because he was way heavier than me. And he was trying to make out with me again. And I was like, oh my God. And everyone was like trying to pull him off. And I was like, oh my God, what is going on? You're cute, but you're not my type of cute. He's not Korean, by the way. Well, yeah, that doesn't really matter. But he was cute, but he wasn't like my type of cute. But anyways, I was like, oh my gosh, what in the hell? So then I literally ran away from that whole ass area. And of course, the fucking elevator was broken. So we had to run up the whole ass hill. Because Chungang University is literally like levels. Hills. It's like a big ass college in Seoul on a hill pretty much. So it's like you can only go up. So we had to run up the whole fucking hill. My heavy ass. And then I was talking to the friend that was with him at dinner when he got like super drunk. And I was like, what the hell happened to dinner that he just came and tried to kiss my lips like that? I was like, what happened? What happened? And she was like, all throughout dinner, he was like, you know that Alex guy? I think he's cute. And then she was like, so he was like saying that. And then he was like, I wonder what would happen if I could just kiss him or whatever. And then she was like, and then he just got really drunk. And we didn't think he was going to do anything. No one thought he was going to do anything. And I was like, what the hell is going on? And then the next day he felt so bad. He was like, oh my gosh, can we talk? And I was like, and he was like, about last night. And I was like, I was like, thanks for thinking that about me. Cool. So when I'm not drunk, someone else is drunk. And that one time that someone else was really drunk, they decided to think that I was cute enough to kiss. Am I though? Maybe. Not really. Nothing about this is kissable. So that is the story times for tonight. The ratchet story times for tonight. Literally, only the first 40 minutes of this was me talking about the 17 concert. So, but this video will be up, so feel free to laugh about the shit that has gone on in my fabulous life. One day when they make a movie about me, they better have some cute ass man playing me in the movie. Hey boo, make your acting debut. You can be me in the movie, my lifetime movie. Jaehyun, he just solidified it, okay? Jaehyun just solidified it. Jeffrey solidified it. Coming soon to you in Hollywood. The life story of Alex featuring NCT's Jaehyun acting debut. Love you, boo. You know, I was thinking about something with Jaehyun like a while ago, where I like couldn't. I went back to that flashback of when he just whoop up the shirt, and I was like, good memories. You could play me in the movie, Swinnin, or maybe Minhyun. He definitely wants to play me in a movie. He definitely wants to play me in a movie. He's like, let me play him in a movie. You know, he doesn't have to be Korean because the guy on Fresh Off the Boat, the father, he's full ass Korean, but he's playing a Chinese dad. So, Kwanlin, Edward Lai, he could be me in a movie too. How you feel about getting kissed by a drunk guy, boo? You want that to happen too? I think you do. Okay. I hope you enjoyed this. I was really ratchet tonight, but I was excited and I was happy and the vibes was good. And you heard me just talk about crazy ass stories. You saw me smile real hard over the cute man that lasted a summer. And we talked about the 17 concert, which was also amazing because fucking Joshua Hong. Oh my gosh, I love him. So close, but yet so far. Okay, that's it. I think I've embarrassed myself enough on camera, but because I'm a real bitch and I ain't no fake bitch, I'm gonna keep this shit up. So everyone can come back and enjoy and listen to me be stupid. All right. So, thank you for commenting and listening to my stories and learning more about me and my intimate life. Okay. Oh, I swear to everything. I really had nothing to drink and nothing to ooh. So, this is all just 100% me. Still love you. Still love y'all too. I'm like, my mind is in all these places right now, so it's like I can't help but smile because I'm like, I don't know. I really don't know. My computer is dying. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Let me figure out where the turn off button is as well. While we say goodbye. And in the words of the great ASMR YouTuber, 안녕하세요. Okay, Crush on 9. His ASMR, he's so cute. Ooh, all right. I'll be leaving now. Bye-bye. 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 For real. Good night. Good night. Good night. Jade is late as hell for you. I'm surprised he was still here this whole damn time. Bye. Is this the off button?